Hey, welcome to the Chronicle YouTube channel. I'm your host, Busta Brown. And today we have a very extraordinary young man. Responsible should be your middle name.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Keith King.
Yes.
Your story is fit for a king, man.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be with you.
I appreciate that.
You go from humble beginnings. Been a cook in fast food for 16 years.
Yep.
Worked your way to district manager, ran 12 stores. And the rest is history.
This is history.
I want to start here. First of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. Hope you are.
You're blessed.
I am very blessed.
And I love when I read your bio how much you talk about God.
It's all about Him.
Whoa.
You know, often people ask me, "Is this your store?" I said, "No, it belongs to God.
Man,
I just manage it."
You just manage it.
I just
That's
manage
what's up, Mr. King. And let's get into this, man, because one of the things I love about what you've done, when you first started your business, you got a business loan
I did.
from the city.
Yeah.
Paid it back on time.
Well, actually, I got the loan.
Yeah.
The loan was for 7 years.
Right.
And I paid it back in 3.
And 3.
In 3 years.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
And not late. That's
Not
my
late.
That's my thing.
Never late. I was always on time.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, I went and doubled my payments so that I could get them paid out earlier.
That's serious.
Yes.
And one of the things we'll get into is the way you handle your business caught the attention of then Governor Bev Perdue.
Yes. Bev Perdue was doing a program. She was rolling a program out based on giving small businesses different advantages of loans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she contacted City of Winston-Salem and said, "Hey, I'd like to visit. And I like someone that is in good standing, that has got a loan for me."
Serious. Good standing. That's so serious.
Good standing. And I was in outstanding standing. So she came and visited with me and then started her program, standing right here in the middle of my floor.
Right. Yes. The initiative started right here.
Right here. She kicked it off right here.
The governor. That's serious.
Big
man.
governor.
Big governor.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're a hardworking man.
Yes, sir.
Very honest, fair. Where did that come from, man? Who put that in you?
Well, I was raised actually in Mount Airy.
Okay.
And I was raised a lot by my grandparents. And that's one thing that my grandfather instilled in me is the fact that you treat other people, no matter what color they are or what they are about, as you would have them to treat you.
Right.
And that is always instilled in me. He also instilled in me, working hard, making the best decisions that you can make. And, the end results will take care of itself.
It sure did.
And God would always bless you if you put Him first.
Tell you one of the things I love when I first walked in here. The employees here, they greet you with kindness, humility.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Most of them knew who I was, which made me feel good.
Yeah.
You do radio as long as I did. You want somebody to remember you, right?
Of course. At least remember your voice.
Yeah. So I walk and say, "Hey, boss," everybody, and the way they treat the customers here is like family.
Right.
They know each other. Everybody know each other by name, and it's fantastic. And I like how I just happened to walk in here when there were a couple of kids in here, and they treat the kids like they're their own.
Right.
And it's almost like at one point you wouldn't know who was the mom, the employee, or the actual mother here because they both loving on that baby.
Right. And I tell my employees, a lot of times you never know what a customer's going through.
Absolutely.
When they walk in that door. So you might be that one person to turn that person's day around.
Right.
So we always try to treat each and every customer with a smile, a hello, or something, to acknowledge that they're in here and we appreciate them being
right. And you started off with a wing business. Then you decided to move to downtown Winston.
Yes, I actually, when I left the fast food company that I had, was with, they were doing some downsizing. So I decided to go out on my own. My numbers with this fast food company were very well. So I thought, well, God had instilled in me, if you can do this for them, you can do it for yourself. So I did. I started a wing business. It went well. It wasn't doing the way that I wanted to. Someone came along, made me a great offer. I took it, and I came because I wanted to be downtown. I went to a number of places trying to open a restaurant, and I guess, based on that time 12 years ago, You know, they didn't think maybe, you know, this guy needed to be downtown. Well, you know, but God has put strength in me, and I've always tried to go forward and never go back.
Right.
So, believe it or not, I was up on 4th Street, and I heard you just like I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
There's no grocery store downtown. And I looked around, the only thing I saw was CVS. And I said, well, you know, that's right. Never ever been in the grocery business. So I had rolled by this spot right here probably 20 times and never saw this huge banner on the window that said for lease. And I stopped, I called the realtor people, and what really kicked it off, and I knew God was in it, is when the realtor guy called me back, and his last name was King.
Get out of
I
here.
said, oh,
wow.
That's it. That's all I need to know right there.
Confirmation,
so,
right? Yeah.
So that's how we started. It took a while to get started. It took about 2 years to get everything together. But once we hit the floor, we were running.
Now, when you first decided to go out on your own, were you nervous, excited, or confident? Which one?
I believe I was a little bit all three.
A little
bit nervous because I had never done it before.
Right.
But I was confident that I could do it.
Right. And the excitement was there.
And the excitement of making decisions.
Right.
Because the company I worked for, you know, they were in California. Their home base is in California. I'm in North Carolina.
Right.
You making decisions, you know, everything don't work in California that's going to work in North Carolina.
Exactly.
So.
And you running 12 stores, so that was
12
tough.
stores. Yes.
Yeah,
I had one store in Elkin, another store on the other side of Greensboro, and then stores in between.
Right. Let me ask you this. You say your wing business, it didn't do as well. What did you learn from your first business that you can contribute to making you successful today?
I believe that I learned that, you know, of course it took hard work to keep at it, just stay at it. I made a lot of good people there. I made sure that, you know, I treated those people like they were family, to keep them coming back, and that's what I learned here. You treat the people like their family, keep them coming back.
Absolutely.
You know, I could be having an extremely busy day, but if someone calls my name, I'm going to take that second just to pay them some attention so they'll know that I appreciate it.
I tell you, man, just your spirit and your story, you know, you worked your way up honestly.
Yes.
Once you got there, you were honest. You handled your business. That alone would make me come shop you and want to support you to keep your business going.
Right.
So I hope others that are out there watching this are thinking the same thing, that we got to keep honest people going forward. Like you say, never backwards, going forward.
Right.
When you started a grocery business, you say you never did that before. Why did you decide? You said because they didn't have a grocery store. Why would you take that chance?
Well, like I said, God said there's no grocery store. Once He said something, and like I said, I heard it just like I'm talking to you.
Right.
And once He said that, it was in my heart to do it. And you know, I had a friend who run a Harris Teeter. He was the general manager of Harris Teeter, and he coached me along. Some things I need to do, some people I could order from, what I need to look out for. So, with that said, when people come to me and they ask me for advice, I take that time to talk to them. And if I'm really busy, I say, look, let's set a time. Here's my number. We'll make a time that I can sit and really talk to you. Because I believe that, you know,
pay it forward.
Yeah, exactly. Pay it forward.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the market. Where we are right now. I see a little bit of everything in here. I smell food.
Yes.
When someone comes into the market, what are they going to get? What can they get?
Well, we are, like I tell people, we are halfway between a full-size grocery store and a convenience store.
Right.
We offer all the staples. We offer bill payment. Anyone that wants to come in, pay their bill, they can pay their bill. They can grab snacks. They can grab food, whatever they want to do.
Lottery ticket.
Lottery ticket.
Take a shot at it.
Yeah, we can do that. And I have a lady that came to me probably about 3 years ago. And she said, "You saved me 2 hours out of a day." Wow. And I asked her, I said, "What do you mean by that?" She said, "Well, by the time I ride the bus to a grocery store, shop, have to be back on the bus stop at a certain time. And if I miss that stop, that's another hour.
Right.
So I can come here, I can shop, get back on the bus and go home."
Right.
You know, and she said
one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. And now, when we were over 10 years, one of my 10-year anniversary is when we put the kitchen in. So now, not only can they get their staples and other stuff, they can get them some chicken wings, potato wedges, macaroni and cheese, whatever they want to get, and take home and sit down and watch TV.
There you go.
Because they done paid their bill.
You done everything.
They pay their bill, the power's still on.
Yeah, you good. You can't pay the bills. You can relax. That's one thing about paying them bills.
That's right.
You can relax.
Yes, sir.
What do you say to other business owners out there, man, about being responsible? How important is that? I mean, it's common sense, self-explanatory. But let's hear from someone that did it well and still doing it well.
Well, I often tell people that a lot of times when you go in business for yourself, and some people think they can go in business for themselves, they can hire employees and run it for them.
Right.
But my advice is be there yourself. Take responsibility for your setup. Be responsible for your store, your restaurant, whatever it is that you open. Once you get big enough, then you can step back. Because one thing that one of my prayers was that I told us, Lord, I said, look, if you make me successful, help me be successful. I said, the first 5 years I'll be here every day. Every day they were open. So every day that I was open for 5 years, I was here. Wow. And my wife got on me one morning. I was sick, and I guess my temperature was like a 101. And she said, "Well, you need to stay home." And I said, "Well, my wife's name is Denise." I said, "Denise,
hey Denise,
if I don't go, nobody's gonna go." And I think from that point on, everything just seemed. I guess it seemed like it was a test.
Right.
If you would really stick in there. And after that, the Lord has just continued to bless me.
And when you don't break a promise to God, He won't break a promise.
That's true.
And you did not break that promise.
I did not break that promise. I went on sweating. I mean, it was 30 degrees outside, and I'm still sweating, but I came to work. And that kind of responsibility and that kind of connection with your customers, you know what they need. Yes.
I'm sitting there looking, there's chips, there's cookies, there's juice, there's milk, there's everything, there's food. I mean, there's everything in here you need. I even love the roasted garlic mashed potatoes. Only $1.69. I mean, because if you go elsewhere, it's going to be pretty expensive.
Exactly.
And you have everything here. When you stock up all of these things in here, soda, I mean, everything's here. Is that based on your relationship, understanding what the people needed?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we had, for a number of years, we had a white box up front. It said a suggestion box. Right. If there's something not in the store that you would like to see, make a suggestion. And you never know, it may come true. And, that if one person just wanted one thing, that might be one thing. But when people start saying, I want the same thing, then I make sure I provide it.
Right. Who cooked them wings, man? I have to know.
Well,
who cooked them wings, baby?
Well, I got an excellent cook back there.
Yeah.
And she handles her business.
Yeah.
Of course, I trained her, but she handles her business.
Because I'm telling you, they smell delicious.
Yes.
And before I leave, I want some wings.
Yes, indeed.
I want some wings so I go home and watch, the opener tonight, NFL opener tonight.
8:20.
And kickoff time, man, and give me some of the wings. Look, Keith, I really enjoyed talking to you. And I know that this is a question that's not related to your business. And I don't know if anyone asked you this, but are you considering running again for some type of office? I know you ran before. Montgomery's slot is open.
Right.
Are you considering running for that position?
I'm considering running for a position.
Okay.
And I can't say necessarily that position
that
right now.
Of Durham Montgomery.
But I believe that I could represent people very well. I understand where they're coming from. I would be the person that flow between the community and city government, and the city government and the people. Because a lot of times people don't understand what the city government is doing. They don't know the programs that they have. I would be that person to inform the community of that.
Everyday people.
Everyday people.
They need, I am so not campaigning, but we do need someone that can connect with everyday people.
Yes.
James Taylor, Durham Montgomery, they know how to connect with everyday people.
Yep.
And I love that about those two, and I see that in you.
Yep.
And this is not an endorsement. It's just, I love what you're doing. I love your spirit, man. And I just look forward to nothing but growth for you. So you can keep your testimony going.
That's it.
That's my main thing. Where does the market, where does King's empire go from here?
It can only go up. It can only go up. We're looking at another location at the moment, and I know that once we make that move, the Lord will bless us there as well.
Absolutely. Keith King.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
you doing what you do, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you.
All right.
We'll see y'all next week.
All right.